all these beatings and fighting for what I'm loving. If the whole world's throwing up sparks, I keep on trucking, yeah. I ain't got time for y'all to get your heads right. I'll find some rope and you can go and hang tight. It's getting dark, dark as midnight. This beat swinging so hard, we in a fist. Tippy, tippy toe, watch me dip and roll. Round the corner, run another level, watch my in the glow. I be switching colors, red, green, and gold. I'm speaking the truth, and now I'm spitting heavy waters on the floor in the booth. Let's go.
Watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going. Pay what you owe, watch out now. Come heavy water. Now listen to me. Yeah. Gonna run down a bad man today. Gonna run down, gonna hunt down a bad man like prey. When the sun down, gonna come round, set fire ablaze. Gonna run down a bad man today. Tell the ragamuffin man, them not play. My bloodline everywhere, they got it come anyways. You know the struggling ain't living, so the hustle comes easy. So listen up when they hear me say, watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under. Not gonna let you go. Pay what you owe. Watch out now, come heavy water.
Say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking's only slowing us down. Do you believe in love at first sight? Or should I walk on by again? 'Cause I don't know if I could survive. You took all my oxygen. She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say
She
less.
said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips till they talking. You leaving me no options. Say less. Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips till they talking. You leaving me with no options.
Now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designers say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, Q juju. Let's go, I'ma get. Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and it be crickets. I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and these know who to play with.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. A date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Run with right. Juke the defender. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Third and long for him here. hauled in by Godwin. And what a play! He gets there to lay a massive hit and stop him after that catch. It's going to be 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They motion the tight end over. Coming out throwing is Williams. Jump off caught by his back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. Has some daylight through the 40. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Here we go. 2nd and very long. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. Quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And in motion, out of the slot. On 4th down, it's Williams. He finds him beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. 1st down throw by Williams. Rolling left, buying some time. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Colson Adimo's got it. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
It is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen in a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds him on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing a 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute it.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's a throw. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Big gain downfield. And it's close, but no! They say he was out of the one. Just short of a touchdown. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for an open man. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on it. They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Here's a give for Wright. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him only 1 yard on that play, Brock. They're left with fourth and goal at the 4.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time. One of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing fourth down play.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He rolls to his right. And he's gone down. They said no to that shorter field goal. And we're back. Road offense out there and set. Let's get the second quarter started. They've got the length of the field to go on this drive. Throwing from near his own goal line. Hits his running back. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Off the play fake, Williams. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Williams from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Williams to throw on first. They said they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backward. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that big punch? And you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Slot man in motion left. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with third down.
I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Williams with third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalked up to the pressure earning that incompletion. It came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Forced out to his right. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's going to be okay. Still on the move. Coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got Harrison. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Slot man motioned over. Now here's Williams. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. So now here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Gotta shake it off and keep on firing.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. To throw, Williams. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! These guys get some late points and the lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They'll throw on first. It's caught right side by Johnson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. He finds Johnson. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Back to throw now. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Williams on the play action. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He was looking for Kyle Pitts. Well, that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. He's trying to go deep again. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working from the gun, Williams. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, you're going to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you've got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. He's going deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate. They hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better at coverage. We've got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
All right, here we go. Second down. Williams will look to throw. Finds his back complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First down, Williams. And he can't make the hook up on the deep ball. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Buying some time right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Third down, here's Williams. He brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. The throw just took it too close to the boundary. We've got fourth down. Punting unit out now. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. And that's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send a receiver in motion right. First down throw by Williams. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And he makes the break. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. And you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Second and 10 now. Out to his wideout in the screen. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. It's a gain of over 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket now. They've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They're going for this. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Right, running out of the gun. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. With that tackle to Michael Hall.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Setting up a throw. On the move, headed right. The ball is loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. 1 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. When they get the ball back, a little extra bonus on that return as well.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Buys time, rolling right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He just throws this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn completion that nets them the 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Right. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up. Trying for it on the ground. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got a gain of 6 there. Derek Ford is able to make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. They have it with the lead. Just need to close this quarter out for a playoff win. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now give left side. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Feel the eyes of those defenders like saucers. They see a quarterback in the open field, and all they want to do is knock him out. Or in this case, knock the ball loose. Job well done.
Football on that 47-yard line. First down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown kick. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. He'll throw it. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. He gets it complete. Here's Marshawn Lloyd. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
He's back to throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
gain is enough for a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
They've got first down from the 31. They give it to him again. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Off the play fake, Williams. Stays in the pocket. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Back to throw it. That's caught for the first. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give him a first down. Tight end going in motion here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Williams on the play action. He's on the move. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it didn't really affect the throw. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely, probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. Setting up to pass. This will be caught by Kelly. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Here he is to throw. That's complete. Here's Kelly. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Detroit calls timeout in second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Back to throw. On the left side. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He'll throw it yet again. Connects on the crosser. And he has it down officially to the end zone at the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be third and long. Throwing now. And they collect on the touchdown and claw back in these final moments. And an extra point will win this game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock. And there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Return starts at the 3. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Getting out to his left. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, Williams. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Colson-Adibo's got it. And the Lions have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Every eye in this place now staring directly at Cade York. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And postseason overtime differs from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things anymore. Both teams guaranteed a possession. And if we're still tied after each team has had the football once, we then go to sudden death, and the first score takes it. Well, either team has proven they would be more than deserving, but only one can rep the NFC in the Super Bowl. The kick is away in overtime. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. He fires one deep. They get it right back. That's intercepted. That is Lewis Seam. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Wow. Stunned silence up here and stunned silence on that sideline, partner. I mean, a pick on the very first play of overtime. That one may have just decided this ball game.
Well, this offense now has to go out on that field and capitalize. It's got to pay off what the defense just did. This is called complementary football, Kate. Your defense goes out there and takes the ball away extraordinarily. And now the offense has got to find a way to finish this game off with points.
On the sideline, Pitts brings it in. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives them the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. We'll take a break with them here in overtime. And the kick team comes on. A chance to win it here in overtime. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. The kick is good. He got it! So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. What a game for our winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on.